Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So we'll start today's meeting also with a clap. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so good morning again. My name is Monica and I am playing the role of Sergeant at Arms today. I welcome you all to the meeting number 74. And before proceeding with the meeting, let me first reiterate the objective of today's meeting, which is of Whitefield Toastmasters Club. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. With this, let me just tell you how we proceed with the meetings and what are the rules which we follow in the meeting. First is that please switch off your mobile or just make them on silent mode so that it should not disturb the speaker on the stage. I'll give you 5 seconds to do that. Please recheck. Okay. Thank you. The second one is that we will not use any taboo topics like sex, politics or religion in the meeting, during the meeting, after the meeting and before the meeting. So we will refrain ourselves to discuss on these topics. Third thing is that please don't move unnecessary in the room. If you want to just go outside or attend a call, just wait for the audience to clap, and at that time you can leave the room and enter the room at the same time. These are the few things which we will follow to proceed with the meetings. Now the other thing is that water is available in the room, so if you feel thirsty, please check for the bottles in the room. The washroom is on the left hand side of the room, so you can go there and use it. I think, yeah, that's it for today. And with that, let me introduce or let me welcome the PO for this meeting, who is our VP PR, Toastmaster Vaishak.
Hi, good morning everyone. How is Sunday for you guys? Bangalore still seems to be sleeping a little bit, right? On and off. Sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it's cloudy, and then sometimes it cries, right? So today I am the presiding officer, and may I know who all are the guests in the meeting? Alright. So just to introduce yourselves, if you could just stand up, just say where you're from, what you do, and how you got to know about Toastmasters, with your name, of course. So I'll start here.
Okay, so hi everyone, good morning.
Good morning.
I am Shreya and I'm basically from Jamshedpur, Jharkhand. And I have been in Bangalore for past 4 years, working with Amazon currently. And I got to know about Toastmasters, like I was going through the websites, and that is how I ended up searching, okay, this is a nearby website. So this is a nearby place, so...
Alright, welcome Shreya.
Good morning everyone, my name is Arush. I am from Jaipur and I have been in Bangalore for about a year and a half now. I work at Capgemini and I have previously been a Toastmaster for 6-7 months in Jaipur.
Nice.
I'm a bit familiar with the process, but just wanted to know about it.
Okay. Thank you. Hey, let's give a round of applause.
Good morning. My name is Nitish and basically I'm from Maharashtra. And this is working by experience. So currently I'm working in government or government. So currently I'm a teacher. So I'm working and for those ones I search it the web and got it. Thank you.
Great, welcome Nitish. So, does everyone know what's the topic of today's meeting? Basic flight knowledge, aviation. Yes? So, there is one thing that I still remember. In the year 2000, I'm not so old, I was a kid then. And it's when I believe the first time I stepped into a Boeing 777. Probably they introduced their operation somewhere around that time for Emirates Airlines. And when I stepped in, there was a very nice air hostess. And she just came. I was like exploring while entering itself what's the thickness of the door, whether this button can be pushed, whether this can be opened, all that I was exploring. And then she just slightly nudged me into the pilot's area, the cockpit. And I went in, I was like, wow, this is a dream for every kid who likes to push buttons. That many buttons and levers were there inside the flight. And then I went, and then the pilot took me on his lap, and I don't know what he explained. I still don't remember any of that, but I remember sitting on his lap and seeing that experience. So that was my first experience into flight, and I believe that's something similar for everyone who comes into Toastmasters, right? So when you come into a Toastmasters meeting for the first time as a guest or as a new member, you see so many things. Oh, there is this happening, there is that happening. Oh, I need to do so many things. I need to come on stage and speak. I did not know that. I thought I'd just come and sit and witness people speaking. So all these things come to your mind. But then as you go through that stage, it's like the number of hours you need to complete to successfully become a commercial pilot, right? Once you spend enough time here, maybe a year and a half at least, then you become a person who's very easy to come on stage and speak. You won't be hesitant to pick up that phone and talk to someone. This is a platform where you can experiment. You don't know how you talk, you don't know what you want to talk, you have no idea how to approach a particular topic when it's presented to you. Here is a platform for you to come and practice. Just like you have a pilot who is a professional pilot, who's a trainer for you, and you are flying the plane for the first time. We all are there as members, mentors, to help you go through that journey and make you professional speaker. Not necessarily as a career option of professional speaker, but at least, in situations where you need to speak, you'll be able to speak. Yeah? So with that, since I've related both the topics of Toastmaster and the topic of the day, just have a few announcements. Okay. So the first thing in order, what is the meeting number today?
74.
Which means next meeting is?
75.
And what is the specialty of 75? Sorry? Diamond Jubilee. So next week we are having our Diamond Jubilee meeting, and it's a very special meeting for us. It's Silver Jubilee, right? No? Okay, one of the Jubilees. one of the Jubilees. Yeah. So next week is going to be a very special meeting, and we're going to have it. The venue is confirmed, so it's going to be in CGI campus, which is near Yellow Lake. So we are having a very special campus. We are having a very special room, and thanks to Toastmaster Vikas, who actually he's working in CGI. So that's our background connect, and he helped us secure the venue for that meeting. And we're going to have a lot of fun events. We're going to have a lot of interesting activities. So there are two things. Either you can be a participant, or you can help us run the meeting by being a volunteer. So either of the two, you can think the link for registration and the announcement for the different roles will be going out soon. So you can choose what you want to become. And I invite you all, and to those who are watching later on YouTube, to come for the meeting and grace us with your presence, and let's make it a memorable meeting. So those who don't know, you can go back to YouTube, check out how our 50th meeting went, the energy that we had, the keynote that we had, and all that. So all that format will be followed. We'll have one very special person. He's a special person to me, and as well as to Toastmaster fraternity. I'm not going to reveal his name. It's a surprise. So once you get to know, you get to know. Right? But you're going to have a keynote by him, and trust me, it's a session that you want to attend. And so this is going to be the 75th meeting, and then in addition to that, we also have one more activity happening. So in Toastmasters, we have a committee. Every club has a committee. So I am the VPPR, or Vice President Public Relations. Similarly, we have the President role, we have the membership role, we have the education role. So many roles, 7 to be precise, in a club. And every term for an officer is 6 months. So this term started from Jan, ending in June. So what happens when a parliament is about to end its session? Yes,
Re-election.
we're going to have not re-election. Re-election is when you don't trust the current people and you want
Elections.
we are going to have the elections for the next term, right? The announcement for that will also come up this week. So those who are interested to support the club as a part of the committee, you can apply. There is no restriction. We are not saying that you need to be a Toastmaster of 10 years in order to become this role or that role. No, because once you take a role, you basically learn about it. And of course, there are always people to help you go about that, what to do exactly. We also have a particular thing called TLI, which is Toastmasters Learning Initiative.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So this training is for all the club officers who resume that new role. So you actually have an official training over the weekend, which will help you understand what exactly you need to do. So don't be afraid to put your name forward and go ahead with the role, right? The announcements will come through, you can apply and you'll all be there soon. Okay, good. Alright, so so with that I will conclude now. I have a few more announcements, but I'll keep that for the end of the meeting. So with the, what do you have to do?
Stroke of gavel.
The stroke of the gavel. It is cracked. Right? So the Toastmaster of the day. I know, I'm not going to say, can you guess who it is, but can you guess what he does? Exactly. So, who other than Toastmaster Akshay to explain to us the basics of flight operation, our aviation expert of the club, Toastmaster Akshay.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vaishak. Good morning, everyone. Well, when he was saying that you need to spend some time with Toastmaster to see the changes within yourself, I was actually recalling my journey. I joined in February 2023, and I remember in the very first meeting itself, I was called for one of the table topics, and my hands were actually cold till here, till the elbow. Like 15 minutes before I was called, because I already knew I will be called, because guests usually are given a chance on the stage to participate in one of the table topics. So that was the scenario that time in February 2023. And right now, I'll never say that I have learned like I'm on the top, but definitely the scenario right now is I do not think much or overthink a day before. If I'm given any role, I'll be able to manage that role maybe 2 hours before. Some sort of preparation is always required. It is inevitable. Preparation is inevitable. You have to prepare a little bit. But yes, the time required for the preparation reduces with time. So on that note, as you have been told that I'll be telling you a little bit about the flight operations or the flight knowledge, the basic flight knowledge. But I'll not do this alone. I'll definitely require input from your side. Okay, so I'll start from this miniature plane which I have in my hand. This is Airbus A380. Anyone knows anything about this plane? Any facts or anything about this plane? Have heard anything about it earlier? Yeah, please, Vaishak.
It's the biggest plane in the world.
Yeah, biggest commercial plane in the world. Yes, it is the biggest commercial plane in the world. Okay, this is a miniature plane in my hand, but if I tell you about the wingspan of this plane, it's 80 meters. It's almost the length of the American football field. So, keeping this in perspective, I just want to let you know, you might have heard about the name of this Jamaican sprinter Usain Bolt, right? So he ran for 100 meters and he has the record in his name. So the wingspan of the entire wingspan of this plane, the largest commercial plane in the world, is 80 meters. That is the biggest till now. There were planes in the past, but those were discarded. It is still in operation, and This is one of the plane which takes the longest flights in the world. For example, if I tell you in distance, it can take up to 15,000 kilometers of flight starting from India somewhere, and it can go up to 15,000 kilometers plus. So that is huge, right? Maybe if I talk about the border of India, it can take about 10 or 12 to and fro's from Jammu and Kashmir to Kanyakumari, 10 to and fro's. And the third very interesting fact about this plane is it can carry up to 850 plus passengers in this. 850, because it's a double decker plane, and it's a premium plane. If you have ever flown this, or till now if you have not flown in this plane, you can put this thing in your bucket list. Flying in this plane is itself a premium thing, because it has lot many things which you might not have seen in the domestic planes. Okay, so with that I'll keep this here, and I'll talk a little bit about the flight phases, and I'll need your help, as I told you already. So anyone from you would like to, I'll give a reference point. Okay, so the reference point is all of us are sitting on the boarding gate. Okay, all of us have been to boarding gates, right? So we are sitting on the boarding gate. So from here the flight phases actually starts. Anyone wants to add anything, like what could have been possibly be done at the back end when we are sitting at the flight gate? Like there are so many things which are done, right? Anyone wants to add, like whatever you can say, whatever comes to your mind? Anyone? Karthik sir, you want to add anything?
Yeah, flight plans and making the aircraft ready for all different sort of things.
Right. Yes, Anjali.
Crew planning.
Okay. So crew planning is something which is done too much like in advance, maybe 1 week in advance, because at the end moment we cannot do the crew planning. But yes, just a moment. So the flight planning is one of the part which is done during that time while we are sitting on the that security gate. Yes, you were saying something.
So fueling the plane and loading the luggages.
Yeah. So all these things which you guys have mentioned, I am recollecting the points given from you only. Okay, making the flight plan or studying the route from which we'll fly today, from which the pilot will fly or take the aircraft from that route. That thing, fueling the plane, checking all the inspection and all those things. These things come into the pre-flight phase. So this is the first phase of any flight. This is the pre-flight phase. Okay. So now I'll give you another reference point. One reference point is done, right? We are sitting at the security gate. Now we have checked in and we have taken our seats into the fuselage of the plane. The middle section of the plane is called fuselage. Okay, so we have taken our seats, and now what is done? Murthy, you want to add anything to this point? Anything which comes to your mind?
Air hostess will come and say all the instructions.
Right.
Where the oxygen mask.
Right. Anything related to the movement of the aircraft? Anyone? Yeah.
I think there is a starter which is connected to the
Yeah.
there's something I don't know.
Okay. Anyone wants to add anything? You want to add anything to it? Cool, no problem. So you are right. That is the activity which is taking place inside the aircraft. But as soon as the passengers take their seats and everything is done inside the plane, the aircraft starts moving from the stand or the parking stand or the hangar where it is parked. So usually a small vehicle is used to put the aircraft into action onto the active taxi line, and that is called pushback procedure. Okay, so the second phase after the pre-flight is called taxi out. Why it is called taxi out? Because we are taxiing the aircraft out of the hangar or the parking stand. So this is the second phase. Okay, we are now, take the reference point as we are taxiing onto the taxiways and we are moving towards the runway. And imagine yourself, you are onto one threshold or the one end of the runway. What will happen next?
Takeoff.
Yes, exactly, precisely. Third phase of any flight is called takeoff. The pilot of the aircraft or the commander of the aircraft gives the full throttle, expands the wings, and with the full throttle it takes off into the skies. So that is the third phase. Okay, so 3 phases till now. Any one of you could like to reiterate of all the 3 phases? You can tell all the 3 phases starting from the beginning.
The first phase, like refueling,
Pre-flight phase.
pre-flight.
Okay.
Taxi off.
Taxi out.
Taxi out.
Okay.
Third is takeoff.
Third is takeoff. So why I'm asking this? Because at the end I'll choose one person, and that person I am expecting that person, if that person can tell all the flight phases, like there are 10 to 11 flight phases, and we'll be discussing all those phases within this meeting, segment wise. But if any of you can, tell all the flight phases in sequence, then it will be a great deal. Like we have actually successfully conducted that, the theme or justified the theme of the meeting. Okay, cool. So I'll move to the next phase of the flight, maybe a little bit later. But before that, I'll explain my role. I am the Toastmaster of the day. And Toastmaster of the day is kind of the manager of the meeting. Manages the meeting, call the people on the stage, kind of a master of the ceremony. And as the Toastmaster of the day, one of my responsibilities is to explain all the members and the guests especially all the segments of the meeting. So we do have 3 segments in any Toastmasters meet. First is the prepared speeches, in which the prepared speakers who have prepared their speech beforehand, maybe 2 or 3 weeks in advance, they will come onto the stage and they will deliver their speech. The second will be the evaluation, in which it's a very common saying, and we have heard so many times this saying in Toastmasters that evaluations or the feedback is the breakfast of the champions. So I will use that quote again. And the second segment will be the table topic segment, in which there will be a table topic master who will come onto the stage, and they will give impromptu topics or basic topics to the people out there, and they have to think on their feet around 15-20 seconds, take their time, and then they have to give a 1 to 2 minutes of impromptu speech. Okay, and third will be the evaluation section. Okay, in which there will be a general evaluator who will come onto the stage and will conduct the entire evaluation section. Okay, cool. So ready with it? Right now it's the time to call the general evaluator of the meeting, and I'll tell the recent achievements of this person. He was one of the stage finisher in the division contest, which happened I think last month, and I was there. He was placed third, like the second runner-up in that competition, and among all the amazing speakers. And I personally believe, with whatever journey I have with Toastmasters, that when you supersedes certain levels and reach a contest like division contest, so your view or the perspective regarding the evaluation changes, and that's why who better than Toastmaster Vishak to take the role of general evaluator. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Vishak.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akshay. So switching on to my role as a general evaluator. So the purpose of my role is to evaluate the complete meeting from start to end. Every person who comes on stage will be evaluated by me, and I'll be noting down certain points which I'll be sharing as a feedback towards the end of the meeting. You don't have to be scared about me. You don't have to be aware about me. You can just be yourself, and I'll let you know what went well and what you can do to improve. Don't worry, I'm not a bad guy. Okay, so I cannot do this role alone, and to support me in this role, I have 3 very important people. They are called the tag team, or the timer, R counter, and grammarian. Now I'll be introducing one of them on the stage, and they'll explain to you what their role is and what they're going to do. So first we have our grammarian, Toastmaster Vanita. Toastmaster Vanita works in an insurtech startup, and she loves badminton, swimming, and dancing. Toastmaster Vanita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vishak, my fellow Toastmasters and guests. So today, I'll start with a short story. So there's a game. There are 2 players, player A and player B. Player A is very good at the game, But player B is not only good, but also he knows the rules of the game. So who will win the game? Player B, of course, right? So that's how the game is, and we are here to play the game of communication and public speaking, and which is why I'll be telling you the rule of the game, which is the grammar. As a grammarian, I'll be taking care of the usage of the grammar by whoever comes on this stage, any thoughts, any quotes that the person uses, and the word of the day. I'll encourage everyone coming on the stage to use the word of the day. Now I'll introduce the word of the day, that is euphoria. So whenever we sit in the flight for the first time, we get this feeling of excitement, especially when the plane takes off. So that is the feeling of euphoria. That's the meaning of euphoria. So now, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Valita. So in this meeting, when anyone uses that word of the day, euphoria, we all need to respond to them. And we respond to them by saying thumbs up. So whenever you hear the word euphoria, or you think you heard the word euphoria, you can put thumbs up. Right? Okay. The next to help me is the R counter, and this is done by Toastmaster Whitefield. So Toastmaster Murthy works as an oil and gas consultant in Deloitte, and in his free time he loves outdoor sports and indoor video games. If you can just say what sports, it would be great.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. Toastmaster Murthy.
Ever wondered your mind is going for a mini vacation in middle of an important speech? Yeah, that happens, right? I am Toastmaster Murthy Ramayanam. Today I am playing the role of R counter. You can consider me as a police for today, but I did not bring any handcuffs to arrest anyone. My role is I am a speech police. So I will be investigating your speeches, whoever comes here and speaks. As a speech police, I'll check for your repetitive words, repetitive phrases you're using in the sentences, so that we can improve ourselves for our next meeting. We can reduce that count. For example, the crutch words, some of the examples are and etc. And filler words, there are like but, like, so, which we generally use. And filler phrases, I think, these are some of the filler phrases. Any MS Dhoni fan here? I am very good MS Dhoni fan. Okay, no MS Dhoni fans, but generally, MS Dhoni, if you observe, right, as a fan, I observed his speeches. Every speech, he will use the filler phrase, He starts like, the pitch is great today, but we thought of taking batting, but we lost the toss. But unfortunately, the conditions have changed. This is how his phrase will go. So these are some of my observations. So these are the kind of things I'll note in my report. And I have a higher police here, that is general evaluator. So when he calls me up, I'll come back with my report and I'll share my report about all the things so that we can improve ourselves in our next meeting. As today's topic is about aeroplane, let's all have a big blast. I mean, blast off, not aeroplane. Blast off through our speeches with smooth usage of speech and everything. I think there was no one with the name Jack here, right? All of you know this. I just want to shout, "Hi, Jack," before leaving. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, So the next person is, of course, what did I say? Tag is timer, R counter, and grammarian. So we finished two. Who's left now? Timer. So let's have Toastmaster Sanjana here as a timer. Toastmaster Sanjana works as an HR analyst in an IT startup. She loves traveling, cooking, reading, and dancing. She's originally from Delhi, but she's here in Bangalore with her family. Toastmaster Sanjana.
Good morning, everyone. So I will be a timer of today's meeting. So being a timer, my responsibility is to alert all the table topic speaker and other speaker. So for table topics, we will be having like for green, I'll be raising. The maximum limit is 3. 1, I'll be raising green. At 1 in 30 seconds, I'll be raising yellow. Red at 2 minutes. So 1 minute will be your qualifying time and 1.5 minute will be your target time, 2 minutes maximum. And today we are having a prepared speech. For a prepared speech, 5 minutes for this green. 6 minutes I'll be raising yellow and 7 minutes I'll be raising red. The same rule means 5 minutes, it's your target speech. 6 minutes, your the maximum time. 7 means you need to end your speech. And the another is individual evaluator. So for 2 minutes, I'll be raising green. For 2.5 minutes, I'll be raising yellow. And the 3 minutes, I'll be raising red. Over to you. Thank you.
So, Toastmasters Sanjana, just one thing. When you're showing the timer card, so for example, green, keep it up till you have to switch to yellow.
Okay.
When you show green, don't put it down and then show it.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you. So, this is to the introduction of my team. Now I'll be evaluating the rest of the meeting and I'll come back to you later with my feedback. Over to you, Toastmaster Akshay.
Good morning once again. So Toastmaster Vishak has to come back again as he's playing a dual role today. But before that, we'll cover one more flight phase. Okay, but I want you guys to tell all the 3 phases which we discussed. Some people in the room have come a little bit late, but other than that, who have already heard about the phases of the flight, can anyone tell? Yeah, please tell me.
Pre-flight,
Yes.
taxi out and take off.
Great. Give it up for Vanita. It's very difficult to remember actually. Being from the aviation background, it's easy for me, but yeah, it might be difficult for the people out there who are not from the aviation background, and she is able to remember all that. So as I told, we were on the takeoff phase, right? We were on the takeoff phase. So as soon as the aircraft clears the runway in the air, it switches to, anyone wants to guess? Huh? No.
Television.
Okay, I'll give a better synonym for that. It switches to climbing mode. So after the takeoff mode, just after the takeoff mode, it is into the climbing mode until it reaches a point from where it has to take a turn, either left turn, right turn, or it has to go straight. So it is in that climbing mode. Okay, after takeoff, the 4th phase is the climbing phase. Copied? I hope it is easy to remember. Like text, first is the pre-flight, where we all are sitting on the security gate. So the pilots are doing their work, deciding which route to take, what is the weather on that route, is there any air exercise which is going on. By air exercise, I mean that, for example, just consider Ukraine right now, or maybe a war-torn country in which some airspace activities are going on, right? So we cannot fly the commercial plane through that airspace. So there is certain. Yeah, please, you can come. No problem. So we cannot take that airspace, right? So that's why there has to be a certain reroute which has to be taken. So all these things are decided during the pre-flight phase. Which route we are taking, what is the weather, what is the wind, and hell lot of things are discussed when we all are sitting at the security gate. Okay, so better references now to remember the word, the first phase. Okay, and the second phase is taxi out. So if you ever see a small tractor kind of a vehicle taking the aircraft aircraft or pulling the aircraft back, it is the pushback vehicle. So which takes the aircraft back onto the taxi lane, and from the taxi lane it has to taxi towards the runway, one of the runways. Okay, so from the runway it throttles and it takes up high. The pilot takes up the aircraft high in the air. So that is the takeoff phase, and fourth is the climbing phase, where it has to climb to a certain altitude. Okay, 4 phases are covered. Moving on to the prepared speech section, we have one speaker for the day, and before calling that speaker onto the stage, I have to call the evaluator, and the evaluator for today's speaker is Toastmaster Vaishak. As I have told all of you that he's playing the dual role today. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Vaishak onto the stage. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akshay. So I'll be evaluating our speaker, Toastmaster Vineet. He's doing his level 4, project 1. And do you know who is the coach of Indian national cricket team? Rahul Dravid, right? I'm not wrong. Rahul Dravid, right? Yes. How is he doing? Yes?
We'll get to know today.
We'll get to know today, right? Yeah. We'll get to know today. So, we can judge him. We can say he's a bad coach. But he's a horrible coach. He's not done anything properly for the Indian cricket team. But do you know what he will say? Arey, this fellow, how many times I need to wake him up in the morning to come for practice? Right? I'm telling him to bowl straight. He's bowling left and right. So all this thing comes from a coach's point of view. So our speaker, Toastmaster Vineet, is going to speak about the very same topic, coaching. This project is about coaching and mentoring, where you speak from the point of view as a coach. For completing this project, there are 2 parts. The first part is that you should actually coach someone within Toastmasters or outside Toastmasters, and then you have to present a speech on your experience about coaching. Right? So all the very best, Toastmaster Vineet, and over to you. Action.
Thank you. Yeah, you can clap, no problem. Okay, so about the introduction of our speaker, I just onboarded as a VP membership. I just onboarded him, I think 2 or 3 weeks back. I think 1 month back. So I was the happiest person to add him to the club when I got to know about his background. He has 20 years of professional experience, and he is a seasoned Toastmaster. He's an asset to the club. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Vineet onto the stage. Just a moment. Unlimited potential inside you, Toastmaster Vineet. Toastmaster Vineet, unlimited potential inside you. All the best.
Imagine you get a brand new car, but you don't know how to drive it. How does it sound? Terrifying or thrilling?
Both.
My friend Binny was exactly in the same situation. He was recently promoted as a manager after a long stint as a technical guy. He was a coveted technical guy in the team. For years he has been working on that. But suddenly now he has been promoted as a manager. Being a manager is a different ball game. Do you agree?
Yes.
And he was overwhelmed. He was completely overwhelmed with all the things, all the new responsibilities that he was getting. Esteemed guests, Toastmasters, and new managers in the team. Raise your hand if you felt overwhelmed when a new set of responsibilities you get when you were not prepared with. Can I get some raise of hands? It's a common reaction. We all get overwhelmed. And same was the situation with my friend Binny. He was anxious with all the things going around him. But the thing that he thought is, let me take some help. And I remember he walked down to me and with a desperate face, Vineet, I really need your help. I'm not working good as a manager. It's not working out for me. We really need to talk. I said, yeah, go ahead. Let's talk about it. What's it about? I could see the challenge that he was going through. And he said, as I said, Vineet, I recently got promoted as a manager, and I think I'm completely failing at it. My team is not trusting on me. And on top of it, my boss, he doesn't have any confidence in me. That's what I feel. What do we do about it? I really need your coaching. I know you're a coach. Help me with this. I just looked at the eyes of Binny and said, Binny, first thing is, just remember, you have unlimited potential inside you. Let's figure this out. He smiled, but then said, okay, let's do what we can do. I said, let's start with the basic step. Can we just start building a bit of rapport and relationship with your team? Benny was a bit confused and he thought, I'm doing it somehow, but he was determined to change, to bring change. He said, okay, Vinith, let me give it a shot. He went to his team and the first thing he said, guys, we have been doing all the business meetings all the time. Can we today do a ice-breaking game together? And as you would expect, everyone was surprised. This was not the same Binny. One of the team members, senior team member, Neha, raised her hand. And she said, what is this, Binny? Are we in kindergarten? What is this game of playing, ice breaking and all? But Binny was prepared this time. He said, Neha, can you be with me for some time? Trust me, it's going to be fun. We are going to enjoy it. Just give me a few minutes. And she agreed. And at the end of the session, this actually became one of the best sessions that Binny can conduct. He was happy that now there's a bonding, there's a bit of bonding that has started among them. There's a bit of rapport amongst him and a rapport he was able to build with the team members. We kept on doing the coaching sessions together. After some time, he started building that relationship with each of his team members. And he started leveraging the power of positive coaching. He told me one incident. His junior team member, Rahul, was completely frustrated, sitting on his seat, trying to do something. Before this, Binny would have just ignored and asked him to just finish it somehow. But this time, he took a different approach. He said, Rahul, what's happening? He just sat with him and said, why you are so frustrated? And Rahul said, I don't know how to solve this, and I don't know if you can actually help me solve this. So I'm trying my best, but it's so frustrating. It's been 3 days, I'm not able to solve it. And that's where Binny said, let's do this. Let's try to understand what's the problem and I'll figure out if I can help. And he shared the problem and Binny came to know this was something that was solved by one of the another team member. And he exactly connected with him and he was so excited, euphoric about this whole thing. Thank you, Binny. Thank you. I'm able to solve this. Thank you so much. I got it. Ladies and gentlemen, over the time I kept working with Binny and we worked on various topics like empathy, unconditional positive regards, communication, building relationships and all those stuffs. And after a few months, when I met Binny, he was a different guy. He said, I now realize that coaching is just not about giving instructions. Management is not about just giving instructions, but being with the team members for some time and giving them some ideas so that they can figure out their own path. And that's what started happening. And I am now really successful. Last year itself, I got Best Manager Award. It's a challenge for you, my dear friends. How about being a coach who empathizes with his team members? How about a coach who works like a friend with his team members? How about a coach who encourages and and always tells his team members, you have unlimited potential inside you. Vinny's story is a testament to the positive coaching that is all about. He started leveraging everywhere and he became successful. Now think about it. The moment somebody comes to you and says, I'm really struggling with things that I'm doing around, how about giving him the key of encouragement? How about handing him the key of coaching and telling, you have unlimited potential inside you. Let's figure that out. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Being a Bini in a team is really difficult, and I was, as Toastmaster Vineet was giving this speech, I was recalling that who is Bini in my team. I want to be the Bini of my team, but it's a difficult job because you cannot make all the people happy at all the points of time. These things takes time, but yeah, it is just a skill. You have to stop overthinking on certain things. You have to start thinking on certain things, and within some time you can try to become Bini. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vineet, for that speech. Okay, so now I would like to share one experience before moving on to the next segment. Okay, first I will ask you guys, have you guys any scary experience in the flights? Everyone have one, right? Or might have heard about one. Like recently, the door of one Airbus aircraft was actually it bursted out in the air, right? You might have heard about that incident. So, any incident? Yes, Toastmaster.
So I remember I was going in a domestic flight in Texas, and it was hardly half an hour journey from there. But I think it was a very small flight, and the whole journey was like, today we are not going to reach there. It was completely shaking and all the stuff. So that was really scary.
Right. Yes, Toastmaster Shak.
So we have a particular flight model here called, I think it's called ATR.
Yeah.
Yes.
The propeller one.
The propeller. So it was my first time experience and first and last.
Okay.
I went on that aircraft. And when I saw the propellers, I was like really excited because of seeing all the turbine engines.
Yeah.
The first time that you had a propeller plane, I was super excited. That flight journey was extremely horrible. It gave me the feeling of a local bus in air.
Actually,
There's
yes.
a lot of vibrations, there's a lot of sound. Even by keeping some really good headphones, I could still hear the engine noise.
Right.
And I couldn't sleep. And overall, I decided that never. So I see even the plane model now before looking.
Yes, if you guys have noticed, it's a good point here. If you guys are booking the flight tickets to anywhere, there is a model of the aircraft which is mentioned that on this route which model of the aircraft which will be flown. If you want to fly with Boeing 777 or Airbus A380, it is mentioned there. Okay, so you can have a look. Usually we do not look, but yeah, you can always. And about this ATR aircraft, it actually flies on a lower level, and the engines are not covered with that casing and all. That's why there is too much of noise. And actually, the outside the aircraft it is like lot more, but inside the aircraft we can feel the vibrations because of the noise and all. But on the other part, as I was talking about this aircraft, Airbus A380, so this is noise proof. The body of the aircraft is made in such a manner that you can absolutely feel that it's an electric aircraft. Like we do not have any noise in electric vehicle, right? If you have a ride in any of the electric vehicles, yes, Toastmaster Raj have one. So there is no noise in electric vehicles. Similarly, in Airbus A380, which is the biggest commercial aircraft of the world, there is no noise inside, and there are huge engines installed onto the wings, but still there is no noise. That is the quality of this aircraft. It's a blessing to fly in this. If you are flying in this aircraft one day, just tap on your back and tell yourself that you have made it. You have made it already. Okay, so moving on to the next segment. Next segment of the meeting is table topic session, which will be taken over by the table topic master. I would like to introduce this person, and recently I have observed that this person added a pinch of humor in whatever stage presence he has. and he is really enjoying the being a table topic master. Please help me welcome the Associate VP PR of our club, Toastmaster Ramindan. Give it up for him once again, guys, please.
Thank you for the wonderful welcome, Toastmaster Akshay. Good morning, all. Good morning. How are you feeling? All good? Yeah. I would like to speak something about our today's theme, basic flight knowledge. So, as in case you don't know, Akshay is explaining all the things. He himself having on YouTube channel where he is also explaining the same things. It's wonderful channel. You can also watch the channel to gain the knowledge. Having a basic flight knowledge is not only for the pilots. It's whether you are flying frequently or you are seeing the flying from ground. It's for all. So that theme, like the flight also, in public speaking also, we have few stages like preparation and coming here to the stage and giving the speech to all. While the pilot taking off the flight, he has some kind of euphoric feeling and fear. Like that also, when we are coming to the stage, we also have the same stage fear, euphoric fear and all. So to overcome that, as pilot did, we need to also practice lot of things. And a lot of times pilot have facing the emergency situation, like the weather condition would be good, like sometimes what happened in Delhi, there were so much mist, so they will land off to Jaipur or some nearby airports. Like that, the impromptu speaking is, I will give a topic in a sudden, you need to think for 30 seconds and you need to speak 1 to 2 minutes. That is the table topic session. So I just want to have one question with all. What is the use of this table topic session in real life? Any answers? What is the use means? How it will improve your skills in real life?
Yeah. Real life is all about table topics, right? Nobody uses prepared speeches.
Yeah, correct. There is no prepared. Suddenly things will happen. We need to think based on the situation and take decision suddenly. Any other answer? Thank you. Yeah, presence of mind. Very good. Like all the things, like when we have meeting and all, suddenly manager will ask one thing, we don't know about that. We need to have a presence of mind and tell what's happened and how we will react. Like that, this is the real time use of this table topic session. So today we are going to play a little different. I will give the same topics, but I have few objects with me, like 10 or 12 objects, like we are using in daily life. You need to pick one object and I will give topic based on that object. Okay? Is it okay? Are you all excited? Yes. Okay, let's start. Who want to come first? Any volunteers? Yeah. Give him applause. Let me take my objects. Just pick one from this. There are a lot of objects.
Oh my god. So for sure I'll pick this only.
Okay. You are a marketing agency for this purse company. How you will sell this one?
Oh.
To this. Yeah.
Anand.
And
you want this or?
No. Just answer. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so wallet is in everyone's pocket, but somehow make a difference between wallet. You're able to see the difference between two wallets, right? What is that?
One is full of amount takeness.
And so ultimately, when we'll be maintaining our wallet replicates our status. When you open your wallet, you feel that my wallet having a good number of good cards. It shows the replica of your status, your image. So ultimately, this wallet which I want to sell you, or promoting you to sell this wallet in a company. This is ultimately a known brand which is people passionate about, and they want to buy this, even though this is a costlier or more a kind of you need to spend more money for this. But even though this is the wallet which make a status for you, so ultimately buy this wallet, promote your friends and family to buy this wallet. And this wallet is not just to keep a money or card. This will luck for you, and ultimately it will keep your wallet full of cash. Okay, so enjoy and promote this wallet. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. I will definitely rebuy my same wallet from you. I'm convinced.
Buy my wallet.
Yeah, I'm convinced. Thank you. Next, anyone want to come? Yeah, Kak.
Thank you.
You just take me. Just pick one. So convince your father to buy this thing for you. Convince your father to buy water can in the market for you. Thank you.
Karthik. Okay. Good morning, everyone. I have to convince my father to buy this one, right? Okay. Thank you. Dad, I like this water bottle. I really need this water bottle. You see, this water bottle this is coated in platinum. Okay, inside this there is a health-based coating is there, which is very helpful for drink. Every time if you drink in this, you have extra reduction of extra calories. Especially people like health geeks or healthy person following healthy diet. It's very, very useful. So I am following this, Dad. So I need this one. Especially the cap and the other parts of it. It is very, very made up of very new material, and it is very attractive. And this is very useful across my life. It is very durable as well. So if I buy this, it can be there for 10 years or 15 years. And the good part of it is it always stands, or it always looks the same when you start, or it always stays there. And I can change the filters inside, so which helps me to keep this frequently or without having any issues. So please buy me this. This is very, very important to me. Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. What a wonderful explanation. Though I bought it for 40 rupees from DMart. There is nothing like platinum coat and all. Thank you, Karthik. It was a wonderful explanation. Any volunteers want to come? Yeah. You can just pass. Your name? Divya. Divya. I'll just take one.
Are there more?
No. Okay. Explain the beauty of this product, like how beautiful it is. Explain the beauty of this product.
Okay.
Divya, thank you.
Thank you. All right. Just explanation, right?
Yeah.
No selling. Okay. Hello, everyone. I am Divya, and you can see this beautiful notebook in my hands. It's made of. It's made of paper, but you can see that it has a beautiful Eiffel Tower. Okay, beautiful coloring on the front as well as on the back. And it's also very cheap, not very expensive. And the good thing is that it has an yearly planner. You can see you can have your days planned with it.
And then it also gives some additional information like the weights and the numbers, which can help you maybe maintain your weight and take up measures. It has a calendar as well. It can also help you with the world time zone. It has different time zones around the world, so you don't have to look up in your mobile every time if you want to, reduce your mobile in that sense also. And then it also gives information about it also gives information about your what do we call it? Birth signs, zodiac signs, yeah. And of course, you can use it for marking the birthdays, and you can also use it to take, of course, your notes and all the important things that you have to do in your life. So please, you can, not for the purchasing, but you can use this. All right, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. It was a nice piece. Any volunteers next? Yeah. Just your name?
Vanita.
Just so you have started one watch company and you have beaten Ambani. Now you overtook Ambani. Give a success speech how you started the watch company and how you overtook Ambani.
Okay, so back in the day when I was a corporate slave, I used to always get late. My trains used to always leave me. One day I had a very important meeting and I got beaten up and I was thrown out of the office because of the same reason. That's when I sat on the tapri and I was having a chai, and that's when this idea clicked that why not, have a company of my own and help people like me who are always late in life. So yeah, I sort of thought that why not even give it design, because there are people who are stylish and late, so why not give an edge to it. So that's how this watch has been built up, this company has been built up. Of course, I needed funds for this, and I had some good connections and good investors, and they invested in my company. And that's how I think we've reached the scale together. So the idea that came from a failure and trauma has now turned into a very big, company. And I can see people wearing this watch right now. So thank you once again.
Thank you. Any volunteers next? Yeah. Mike. Your name? Manoj. Yeah. You have trapped in inhabited island, so you have only this umbrella. How this umbrella saved your life from that inhabited island? You have trapped in inhabited island with only this umbrella. How this umbrella helped you save your life in that inhabited island? Got it right?
On island.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. I am in danger and I am on island, and I have only this product, umbrella, and it is difficult to save the life, but I am going to use this. First of all, its color is very unique, black, and it is visible from far. So I will open this in that way, and I will try to raise it up, and I will try to show the people surrounding, may not be people surrounding me, but I will try to show on that way, and I will try to jump, so it will be seen by the many of the people surrounding me. I will cry for for the safety of my life, and maybe that it will be helpful for me, but at last, when I will not be able to save my life, I will throw in the water on the shore, because it will be go away, and if some fishers will be there surrounding theirs, they will see and observe that if some people are in danger, and they will come by watching the direction of the umbrella, and maybe that way I am able to save my life. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Mike. Yeah, Raj. Yeah. Sure.
Okay, so I requested he put out a gig in the first go why wallet is required. Since I am from the banking industry, I'll tell you why wallet is not required. This is a wallet. It contains your debit, credit, prepaid, your business cards, your currencies, and some bills and all those, attributes in this, right? Is that what you use for? Yes. Right? And at times when you travel, you tend to keep it somewhere, and then it's gone for a toss. Now, new age technology, why this is not required? Come the technology. I work with a subsidiary of RBI, and I can tell you that this is the wallet which is required in today's generation. All right. Now you say, okay, credit card, how do I use that? So we have credit card on UPI for RuPay, which you can use in India. You can use across 27 countries outside India. You have your debit piece here. You have your prepaid piece here. You have your Forex also. If you're traveling outside India, you can load your Forex currencies, in the digital wallets. Wherever you go, you can just tap with the contactless and you can make payments. Say for example, you went to a major big event of your organization, okay? Now you need to share your business card with someone, all right? Most of the events which are happening across India right now, since I am part of most of the events which I travel across the length and breadth of the country, you can just tap your phone. In the new age technology, there is a NFC which comes in the embedded chip. You just tap it on the go and your visiting card is available on the other side of the desk. You don't need to carry your visiting cards. So the, printing costs and all those things also go, it's safe from the organization point of view. Now comes for the security features, okay? Now if you see, the current government of India is moving towards a rapid pace when it comes to security with all your technologies and your cards and accounts across the globe, all right? India being the prime aspects of it. So you have a two-factor authentication which is coming up from 1st of July with all your accounts which is installed in your phone. So you have your wallets, it can be your BHIM app, it can be your bank accounts and all. So you have a two-factor authentication where you put your OTP, where you put your PIN, it is authenticated by a OTP or a biometric finger, So even if your phone is lost, okay, and on the fly, if you can just call up the bank and say, hey, please lock my digital wallets and all right? So even if you do not have if you have a wallet, you have and if you have a chip, there are two types of cards which are there, chip and EMV. So, there are a lot of fraudulent things which can happen when you carry this. Compared to this, if your phone is locked, the person does not know how to operate that, all right? So today in the cutting edge technology, I don't think this is required. This is the go-to mantra for the new age generations. Thank you.
Thank you, Raj, for the wonderful speech. Yeah, I'm also absolutely agree. I don't need. Only thing is this BMTC bus guy. He won't accept the UPI payment.
For the BMTC bus, we have launched the National Commodity Mobility Card. It is used in metro. It is used in bus. You don't need to carry a wallet for that.
Good. I won't carry it for next time. Any volunteer for the next topic? Any volunteer? Yeah. Your name? Anjani. So you are married, right?
Yeah.
So your partner bought this from market. You just need to argue with her that why you bought this. There is a better other product than this in the market. Got it, right?
Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. So the topic given to me is my partner bought this, and I need to argue there is other product which is better, which can be what. First of all, arguing will be a bad thing. I mean, I'll be lost, but I'll try to be logical. Okay. So I assume this. I think everyone knows this. I think mostly it is used for relaxation of eye and while sleeping. Before sleeping, it's always better to put. That's what they do. But since my partner bought this and I'm not liking it, the reason I would like to give is with her at least. See, the quality of this is not that great. First of all, the strap out here is not really great. See, it is fully tangled and I have to do a lot of effort to pull this one. So maybe if there is an there are other models available in the market where the strap is better, it's not tangling here and there. It's very not bad, not great, right? The experience of this strap is not really great. And if you look at this one pack, it looks very leaky. When you see it, if I stretch like this, it might turn off. Okay, so there is always a chance that this liquid can come out, and the quality looks like a very old plastic made and not really strong. And even the color, right? So if you look at this color, see, it is somewhat gone. It should be ideally completely blue. I think there is some damage or some bad liquid was put into it, and it is not really good. So this is from a very low quality manufacturer it was made, and it might hurt your eyes instead of relaxing it, and it's not really great product to buy. So yeah, thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm also absolutely agree with you. You cannot argue with your wives. Even though you have given 2 minutes of speech, the one word from their reply will be, it is the best. That's all. So, any volunteer next? Anyone want to come? Volunteer? There will be, yeah. Your name, sir? Trilosan. I'm just...
What is this?
Don't see, just so how will you use this product for all your day-to-day activities? Whatever you are doing from wake up to night, you need to use only this product. How will you use this? Explain. You got it, right? Yeah.
Hi. Good afternoon, all of you. And this product is actually sunblock. So I am using Lotus product, and this product is nitrogen ultra safe, and if we are going to outside, we use it to apply in our face, then we'll go out, means we'll protect will not become dark, or face will not become not bad, so it will glow after going home or something. Then we need to wash the face, then our face will become the glow. And generally, we can use it, this is for twice a day, morning once before going outside, and also we can use at evening, and we can sleep, and we can again morning we can wash the face, and it will become similarly there are so many products like this we can use. So we can protect the sun rays, and it will not affect to our face on all the things. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Any volunteers? Next. Anyone from this side? They want to come? Give him a round of applause. Your name?
Ayush.
Ayush. We have one issue left. So your topic is how this product will change the future of India, how it will develop, it will help in the development of country. It's lock and key.
Good morning, everyone. The product with me is a lock and key. So with the lock and key, you can always feel safe. When you leave your house or when you leave your car, you make sure it is locked. So that implies that your belongings are safe. And safety is a very important factor in the progression of a country. How safe a person feels, where they are staying, who they are with. So safety always plays an important role, how comfortable a human feels in his belongings, and that should be one of the priorities of the current government and coming government, that they should work on improving safety for everyone. With that, I feel we will progress as a country. Apart from that, lock and key also stands for access. So we should be very careful who we allow to access our belongings and our access into our lives. And that also should be a priority for India, immigration, and who else can utilize the state's resources. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Absolutely, as humans, and the safety is our major thing. Like a lot of unsafety, because of unsafety, we are losing a lot of money. That's true. Thank you for the wonderful topic, wonderful speech. Any other volunteer from this? Yeah. Name? Murthy. Only few left.
Yeah, let me see. You can see and type, no?
Yeah.
What is this now?
Headphones. Just take on.
Okay, I'll take this.
Okay. So, what is the alternative for this product? Alternative. But.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. So my topic is what is alternative for this spoon. I will definitely say it's hands. Even though there is spoon is there, I personally prefer eating with hands. So suppose you are going to any fried rice shop, Chinese. Let's try with hand noodles when no one is there, obviously. Or else it will be very hard. And also, I think it will be too much different to say. When we are having cup of ice cream, next time let's try to eat like kids directly instead of using a spoon. So, what are alternatives? Yeah, overall, we can definitely use our hands other than spoon. I just tried to complete. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful speech. So I think with this topic I'm handing off the stage to TMOD. So we had a wonderful table topic session. I think you guys did a great job. I think you can quit your current job and join as a internal marketing job from other company, because you all have that ability and impromptu speaking of selling the product and describing the product. So with this note, I would like to hand over the stage to TMOD, Toastmasters. Thank you.
Good afternoon once again. How was the session? It was good, right? Means the way he actually gave the prop to every speaker on the stage. I was actually remembering, if any one of you have seen that Harry Potter, the Hermione's bag, pull out things one after another, and you're giving the topics to the people out there. Amazing. I loved the way Ayush, right? Ayush took time. He took around 15-20 seconds. He actually absorbed the topic, and then he spoke, and he spoke very well. So that is the essence of table topic. You have to take time. Just it's very difficult when you are onto the stage and people are staring back at you. It's very difficult to stay calm and think, because people are waiting for you. You are thinking that. But take your time, take 15-20 seconds, and that's what he did. And he was able to come up with a good analogy relating economy and lock and key and everything. So it was good. So yeah, kudos to you. Thank you so much. Moving on to the next phase of the flight. So where were we? Anyone? Yeah. Attentive audience. Good. So we were in the climbing phase, and next phase of the flight. Anyone would like to guess the next phase of the flight? Yes.
TN is next.
Yes, TN is next. Specifically, that's what it is happening inside the plane when the air hostess or the people come with the tray and all the meals and everything. That is what starts happening when the cruising begins. Cruising is the leveling of the aircraft. So it's not climbing, it's not descending, it's cruising, and it is the main significance of the cruising, or the main fact about this phase of the flight is it is the longest phase of any flight. For example, you are flying from Bangalore to San Francisco, and after climbing to certain height, you will be cruising. And Toastmaster Vineet and Toastmaster Vaishak just mentioned some time back that there was a turbulence, right? So usually these type of activities occur during the cruising phase, when you are actually going through a certain segment of the clouds, and there are lot many vortices. Vortices is kind of disturbances in layman terms. It is a disturbances which actually generates on below and above the surface of the wings. So because of that, the entire aircraft kind of moves in a certain manner, and that's why we feel that disturbances, or that we call those disturbances as turbulence. Okay, so that is in the cruising phase, which is the longest phase of any flight. And you rightly pointed out, during the cruising phase, because it is one of the stable phase of the flight as well. So during that phase, it is very easy for the air hostess to serve the food and meals and everything. That's why the air hostess does the entire part in that segment only, because it is the longest segment. Okay, and once we are done with the cruising and we are almost near our destination airport, then the descent starts. Okay, so all these things are not happening just by chance. There is a certain maps or the charts which the pilot has in their hands, or on the system, like the flight management system out there. For example, I'll give you an example which we use in our daily lives. We are going from HSR to somewhere out there in Koramangala, and we do not know the way or which way to take. We take out our mobiles and we put on the destination and we take that route, right? Similarly, in the air, there are airways, there are speeds, there are altitudes which the pilot has to follow. It's not that it's out there open and we can fly anywhere. It's not like that. The air traffic is the biggest traffic these days, and there is a particular pre-decided route which the pilot has to take, and all these things are decided during the pre-flight phase, which is the first phase of any flight. Okay, so that is there. And after the cruising is done, then we enter the descent phase. So descent phase is something when we kind of target the destination airport. Okay, so that also takes place with the help of a chart. So chart, I have not brought a chart with me, maybe I'll send you sometime, but we have to take a certain procedure out there, and then the pilot has to follow that particular procedure in that particular heading, and then we will be able to approach that particular destination. Okay, only few phases are left, but before that I would like to start the next session, which is the evaluation session. And for evaluation session, I would like to call our general evaluator once again onto the stage, Toastmaster Vaishak.
Alright, so hi, how was the meeting so far? Awesome. Are you all euphoric? Yes. Awesome. So, as a part of my evaluation promise, here I am to give you feedback. I'd like to take this part of the segment a little different from how we usually do it. So first, I would like to get a timer report, and Toastmaster Sanjana with the timer report.
Hello everyone, I'm back with you. So I'll start with the table topic. Anand has taken 1 minute 59 seconds. Table topic, Toastmaster Kartik has taken 1 minute 40 seconds again, 40 seconds. Divya has taken 1 minute 34. And Vanita has taken 1 minute 6 seconds. Manoj has taken 1 minute 47 seconds. Raj has taken 2 minutes 53 seconds. Anjaliya has taken 1 minute 37 seconds. Trilochan has taken 1 minute 3 seconds. Ayush has taken 1 minute 15 seconds. Murthy has taken 1 minute 6 seconds. And the prepared speech, Vineet has taken 7 minutes 12 seconds. Thank you everyone.
Thank you. Let's have one more round of applause because it's the first role that Toastmaster Sanjana is taking. So, now, why I asked for the timer report? Because it's very important as an evaluator to understand how much time the speaker took for the session. Right? So, now I switch to my role of evaluator for Toastmaster Vineet. Toastmaster Vineet, a wonderful speech. I could really relate with what you went through and what you actually expressed to the audience on how you were able to coach a fellow colleague of yours and see his success. You had a very good flow to your speech from the start to the end. You were very clear on what you wanted to convey. However, I felt a little bit difference in how you moved from an introduction to the body to the conclusion. The introduction and conclusion felt very short as compared to the rest of the story. You used the word of the day. Trust me, getting to know the word of the day that morning and using it into a speech that you had prepared before is a very difficult task. So kudos on doing that. You had a very nice connect with the audience. I could see you making eye contact with everyone. You were receiving live feedback from the audience and you were adjusting your tone and your modulation according to that. So really appreciate it. You really know how to deliver a speech well. Coming to some improvements that you can work on. When you want to convey a character of your story, so Binny is a character in your story and you want to convey that to the audience that you're having a conversation. Two ways you can take it forward. One is with voice. So I could have a different voice for Binny, like I could be talking like this, but I could be talking like this for Binny, just as an example, right? If you cannot do this, the easiest way is to follow a direction. I'm going to talk to Vineet this way, so I am Vineet talking to Vineet this way, and if Vineet is talking to Vineet, I'm going to talk to him this way. So the audience has a clear demarcation of who's Vineet and who's Vineet, right? Now the final thing is your hand movements and your use of the stage. So use of the stage is usually up to the speaker. You want to walk and talk like this, it's absolutely fine, but your hand movements are very important. It was too distracting. When you talk and you just keep putting your hand movements like this and talking, people start to notice that hand movement a little. At least I could see that. But instead have purposeful hand movements and open palms. So if I talk like this, right, the audience is not interested. Are you interested in me right now? I look like some professor holding a notebook, right? Yeah. But if I'm talking like this, hey, welcome guys, welcome everyone. So then you feel welcome into my closed family for that meeting, right? So keep your palms open, have purposeful movements. So if you want to talk about something, you talk to them like this. You know about certain things and you have to make care of 1, 2, 3, and then you go on. Otherwise, keep your hands rested like this. Yeah. So these are some of the improvements. Now, a challenge for you. Your flow of the speech, like I mentioned, try to make sure that you have a fixed intro, a fixed body, and a fixed conclusion, and try to have something as a demarcation for each of those techniques. Like your introduction could be questions, your body could be some words or a sentence or again a question that you want to say, and your conclusion will be like, dear Toastmasters and guests, or something like, hey guys, so when you come to this situation, this is how you can handle. One more thing. which is something that you can take care of later on as well. I could not see how coaching elements or what coaching elements you used to help Bini come out of his struggles. I could see what you advised, I could see what you came out, but I could not see the success or what made him become successful. So with that, I close your evaluation. Thank you, Toastmasters. Okay. So now moving on, I'll continue with the rest of my tag team. So I'll call upon the R counter, Toastmaster Murthy, for your report.
Okay, the speech police is back. Hope it sounded like police are not ambulance siren. So coming to my report, TMOD Toastmaster Akshay, you have A more than 5 times. Toastmaster Vaishak, you have A 1 time and so 3 times. Grammarian Toastmaster Vanita, you have A more than 5 times. Timer Toastmaster Sanjana, A 1 time. Toastmaster Arvind, A 1 time. Table topic speaker Karthik, A 2 times. And table topic speaker Divya, A 3 times. And your repetitive word is it also. Toastmaster Manoj, A more than 5 times, but 2 times. And is your repetitive word. Toastmaster Raj, your repetitive word is you know. Toastmaster, table topics 8 speaker, I forgot to note the name. Your repetitive word is we can. Yeah, so this is the overall my report. Thank you.
Anyone to arrest officer?
No, today.
Awesome. Okay, now I'll have Toastmaster Vanita, the grammarian report. Round of applause.
Okay. So, 3 people have used the word of the day, and I'll call out the names of those. Toastmaster Vineet, Toastmaster Arvindan, and Toastmaster Vaishak. Toastmaster Arvindan used it twice, so kudos to you. Couple of words and thoughts that I really liked that the general audience used. The word throttle, overwhelmed, rapid pace, on the fly. This is a thought, basically access into our lives. So I really like the thought that was expressed. Impromptu. Few suggestions. I could see a lot of people using continuous tense when they were actually referring to the past tense. So just keep a note of the tenses that you all are using. Also, few pronunciations here and there were little off. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, great. Now, my feedback for the session. We started the meeting on time, so kudos to Sergeant at Arms for setting up the meeting room on time, and we were able to start with just a minute delay, but I would still consider that few seconds as, just a, what do you call that variation? Buffer? Yeah, buffer, exactly. So in buffer. And yes, so SCA explained really well, right? You were able to clearly understand where water is kept, where the washrooms are. So the instructions, any instructions you feel should be improved? No? So alright, great job then. Now for the role players, my favorite team. So Grammarian Vanita, you did a fantastic job. You explained the word of the day properly, the meaning of it, how to use it in a sentence, and you also, so what you could do is just tell people how to respond to that word of the day by showing the thumbs. Right? That's generally how we encourage people to use the word of the day. I appreciate that you came back and gave a call out to those who use the word of the day, so really good job. Toastmaster Sanjana, great job for the first time of doing a timer role, and you kept everything properly, you noted down properly. I could see you, managing the stopwatch and the timer card, so really great. Just one thing, make sure that the timer card stays up till you change it. Okay, so when you're showing the green, you have to keep the green up, and when the turn for yellow comes, Your hand should be up and you switch it over to yellow there. And then when red comes, you switch it over to red. If the timer goes beyond, right? Let's say in terms of table topics, your last allowed time is 2 minutes 30 seconds. Keep it up. Don't bring it down after 2 minutes 30 seconds, right? So generally we don't let the speaker know that they've exceeded the time. This is how actually it happens in competitions. So I wanted to use it here as well, so everyone has a feeling of how it will be. Just things to take care of next time. Otherwise, great job. Thank you. Alright. Now, Toastmaster Murthy, police officer. I cannot give major comments there. But great job. You noted down everyone's names properly. And so I appreciate what you have done. Thank you. What I feel that you could do is maybe give tips on how you can prevent this next time. Right? So, general thing that works out is to take pauses between your sentences. Now, generally, R comes or comes, so comes when you are not sure what you want to speak of. And when you're generally not sure, it's good to take some pauses. When you start trying this, you will have big pauses, for sure. But once you start getting used to it, your pauses will start reducing. Right? So this is one simple tip to help you overcome those habits. Again, Toastmaster of the day, you did a great job. See, I used R. How many tools? He noticed. Good. Okay. Attentive. Yes. So, Toastmaster of the day did a great job introducing the topic. We had a really interesting session on parts of the phases of the flight, and I could feel just one thing, that when you come back and you're trying to recollect or you're trying to do a recap of what has happened, try to make it a little shorter. Because you actually explained the 3 phases of flight again, but maybe you could just keep it short there. That's all, just a simple feedback. Otherwise, great job. Next. Yes, so table topics. Wow, what a table topic session. So interesting take. I really loved your approach on using objects to help people understand what it is. Again, there is a format when you introduce. So typically for a table topic session, you have a topic in hand. Either it's written or it's noted down or it's a paper that you pull out. And that format of introducing the speaker is followed. So you say Toastmaster Arvindan, topic, Toastmaster Arvindan. Here what you could have done is, now you gave a wallet and the purpose is to sell the wallet to the audience. You could say, for example, it was Toastmaster Anand who came. You could say, Toastmaster Anand, how sell this wallet to the audience? Sell this wallet to the audience, Toastmaster Anand, and give it. Right? So that's a formal way of introducing the speaker. 2 purposes there. One, it gives the speaker a chance to listen to the topic twice. They don't have to ask for a repetition. Today it didn't happen, but sometimes the speaker forgets what this topic is about. And 2, whoever is noting it down, the timer and grammarian, whoever is noting it down, they get a chance to listen to the speaker's name. Because today, if you notice, there was that back and forth communication, who is the speaker, what is your name, right? So doing this serves that 2 purposes. That's it, and okay, great job otherwise. Now, speaker feedback I have already given. Yes, so that comes to the conclusion of my feedback for today. If anyone needs another feedback on how you presented on stage, you can connect with me after the meeting and I'll be happy to share. Right. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vaishak, for the evaluation. Give it up for Toastmaster Vaishak once again. Okay, so which phase of the flight we were? Right, descent. So once we complete the descent, so descent is something we are at a certain level. For example, we are flying at a 40,000 feet, right? And we have to descend to maybe 20,000. So that phase of the flight is called descent. Okay, we have to reduce the altitudes, and sometimes it is done in the direct manner. Sometimes we do it in a step-up manner. What does the step-up means? when we are climbing the ladders. So we have to climb on one ladder, then there is a level, right? Then we have to climb again. So in that manner we do the descent. So this is the descent phase. And then again, before moving on to the next segment, I have a quiz question for you guys. You might have heard of this question earlier, but still you can check your memory right now. Which part of the plane is the most safe section where you can sit in case of any tragedy happens? Which is the safest part of the plane? One by one.
Midway.
No, midway is actually called fuselage, but that is not the answer. Anyone? Back seat. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Someone in the crowd said tail, right? So tail is the safest. Yes, tail is the right answer. Tail is the safest portion or the section of the plane. Statistically, we can say that it has been noticed, or it has been during the various anti-SCP researches and all, that tail is the safest portion. Ready for one more quiz question? In which section of the plane the fuel is loaded? Huh? Wings? Wings is the answer. Because fuselage is the place where we people actually sit, right? So wings is the place where the fuel is actually loaded. So it actually depends upon the center of gravity. We have to load equal amount of fuel in both the wings. Otherwise, it will, the plane will swivel away. So there has to be equal amount of fuel in both the wings, and that is the place. Okay, and the way the aircraft uses the fuel is means it uses equal amount of fuel from both the wings, so that the center of gravity of the plane doesn't get distorted. Okay, so these were the two quiz questions. And which phase of the flight we were again? Descent. Descent is done. Now the approach begins. So approach is something, just imagine yourself sitting in the cockpit. You can imagine a cockpit in your mind, right? So imagine yourself sitting in the cockpit and runway is just in front of you. Okay, the center line of the runway is in front of you, and you are aligning the aircraft to the center line of the runway. That portion of the flight is called approach. We are approaching the runway. Okay, we are approaching the runway. So approach actually begins at around 5,000 to 7,000 feet. It begins there, and as soon as we approaches and tries to approach the center line of the runway, and as we touch the center line, the landing begins. As soon as we touch the touchdown zone of the runway, there is the touchdown zone on the runway itself, where the pilot has to touch the aircraft. So it is the most difficult section or the phase of any flight, because everything has to be done manually. There can be autopilot, but not all the aircrafts or not all the airports in the world has been provided that facility of the autopilot. Because there has to be certain facility on the airport itself for the aircraft to land on the runway in the autopilot mode. So that facility is not on all the aircraft, but in India that facility is available on Indira Gandhi International Airport in Delhi. We can land the aircraft under certain conditions, under certain weather conditions, because the visibility has to be there, right? So under certain conditions we can land the aircraft on the autopilot mode. And as soon as we land the aircraft, the brakes are on, and you can imagine that situation in your mind, right? All of us have landed on certain airports, and then as soon as we land, the aircraft comes to a halt, and then we take one of the taxiways. So again, you can remember the second phase of the flight, it was taxi out. So now it is taxi in. You can remember that way, right? So taxi out was the initial, and now we are taxiing in through one of the taxiways, either onto the left or to the right of the runway, and then we are moving towards one of the gates, or we can say one of the parking stands or the hangars, right? From where we started our journey, we are moving to one of those destinations only, but on a different airport. Okay, and after you guys deboard the flight, there is one more segment which is left, which is done by the pilots and the crew in the aircraft. It is called post-flight. So we started with the pre-flight and we ended with the post-flight. So is there anyone in the audience who can tell all the, or maybe we can take two people out there and they can help each other to complete or tell all the phases of the flight right from the beginning. Any volunteers? Yes, Vanita is here. Anyone? Okay, we can take four people, 4 volunteers. More hands are coming up, so we can take 4 people. Vanita is there, Anjani is there, okay, Shreya is there, and yeah, Divya is there. Please, you guys come onto the stage, and then we can, yeah, please come on, give it up for them. So what we'll do is, we'll start from you. One by one, we can, move with the phases, okay? Then again, 5th will come back to you. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th, 6, like, got the point, right? Okay, you can start.
Pre-flight.
Taxi.
Take off.
Climbing.
Yes, you can help these guys. And then again, okay.
Approach.
Descend. Cool, no problem. Approach, yes.
Then taxi in.
Landing.
Landing.
Taxi in. Now we have to taxi in.
Yeah.
Okay. And the last one. Yeah. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you so much. Give it up for them, guys. I know it's a big deal for you guys, not being from my aviation background, and you can always flex about this thing now humbly in front of your relatives and family members. And I believe that's all from my side as TMOD. I will hand over to the presiding officer of today's meeting, Toastmaster Vaishak.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akshay. So, to all the budding pilots in the audience, welcome back to the last segment of the meeting, closing the side of officers' remarks. I mentioned that there were a few things to say towards the end of the meeting. You know one thing or one particular saying that our Toastmaster today said at the starting. Feedback is the breakfast of champions. I say. How do you know if you've become a champion? Results. And from results, what do you know? Okay. Your position. Mistakes will know. Mistakes will know. Okay. Your position. Your position. Okay. Now building on that. So from your position, you get to know what? Performance. Performance. If you're improving. Okay. But what is the position? Good performance. If you get to first position, what do you get? Satisfaction. Award. Yes, award. Award is the breakfast, lunch and dinner of the champion. Do you agree? Yes? So like that, our club, Whitefield Toastmaster, has received 2 awards. 2 new awards, I would say. One is Beat the Clock Award. So what's Beat the Clock Award? You are given a certain duration. You can set that in that duration, some number of members need to join the club. Since we are an active, ever-growing club, we easily won that award. So congratulations to all of Whitefield Toastmasters on winning the feat. Now, there was one more award, and why I'm bringing it here, we have already announced the award before. It's Club Growth Award, right? Yes. So we received the Club Growth Award, and as a part of this, we got some gifts, some very nice gifts. We got one more standing. Now we can cover this side also. One more standing. And very importantly, we received Club Officer Quiz, which means we were struggling as club officers to show ourselves that we are from PR, we are from membership, and we are the president of the club, etc. The next whoever comes will have proud club officer pins to put during the meeting, so that you are easily recognized that you are a club officer member, you are a club officer and what role you do. So congratulations to Whitefield Toastmaster on receiving these pieces. Now I mentioned all these awards, but who gets these awards? Club. Do you ever wish that you should also receive an award? Yes. Yes. There is something called as a triple crown award. Toastmaster Akshay is one of the unique members who will receive Triple Crown. What is Triple Crown? Does anyone know? Members? Yes, Raj.
If you complete a certain level within a time frame, you get the Triple Crown.
Correct. So members, we've been seeing that a lot of members have not been taking up speech slots. You might be thinking, okay, maybe let me take it 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later. But let me tell you this. If you complete 3 levels, could be 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, or 3, 4, 5. Any of these 3 within a 6-month term, 6 months, right? You will receive a Triple Crown. And trust me, that's a badge that you can wear to any meeting, to any Toastmaster event, or even put it and set it at home. In front of your family. See, I have a Triple Crown. 3 Rajas, right? Triple Raja. And this, trust me, is something that you carry on for the rest of your Toastmaster life. Even if you take a break and you join later, you are still a Triple Crown. And it's a very elite group of people who have won this award. So trust me, members, make sure that you plan to deliver 3 levels. And every 2 weeks or every week, disturb your mentors, make sure you clear your paths and get this award. Because trust me, we are keeping those awards here. This is something you take home and cherish for the rest of your life. Alright? Great. There are last 2 things that I need to say. The second last one is about the 75th meeting again. That's happening on 16th June. So everyone is invited. You're invited to volunteer. You're invited to participate. There are some competitions as well, some very unique competitions, which is all a surprise. Not going to be in. We will get to know in due time, and you please need to come and grace us with your presence. Let's make it a really successful 75th meeting. Okay? There's one more event. And Toastmasters always a busy weekend. On 22nd June, which is the next Saturday, there is an event which is organized by 2 areas. So we are a club who comes under an area called Area A4, under Division A. So Area A4 and Area A3 is coming together and having one single session or one single event, which is going to be a really fun event. We're going to have a lot of competitions. There's going to be a lot of people there, a lot of Toastmasters. We're expecting about 100 and 150 members to turn up for that event. And it's, trust me, one of the biggest events to close this Toastmasters term. So every Toastmaster term is from July to June. July of last year to June of this year. That's 1 year that's considered. So the closing of this is going to be a grand event. Here, there is a special competition which I do have the favor to announce. It's called Toastmasters Got Talents. You're not a good speaker, that's okay. You may be a great singer. I saw a couple of dancers also today on the track. So, if you are really interested to showcase your talents, or you want to practice also and see how people perceive your talent, if you are good, if you are bad, you get to know that way for sure. You can sign up for the Toastmasters Got Talent competition and come and showcase your skills. And trust me, this is open to everyone, members and guests, and there is no fee for invite. You're free to come and free to enjoy. Okay? So that's all for my announcements for today, and with that I'll conclude today's session. Yes. So the results of today's meeting we'll announce later. There will be a voting link shared to you, and you can vote, and then we will announce it on the group of those. Alright, so thank you so much. Let's gather around for a group photo, and then we have some questions as well. Big clap!